and Yulman Stadium. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Southern Miss Golden Eagles and the Tulane Green Wave. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with the Green Wave head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Golden Eagles headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. With the catch, it's Hill. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's got him. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Now on the option. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's McClure. Here's a little room there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this? In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. 12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Tulane! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad. Getting
ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Plummer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worthwhile.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
To the air, it's Hampton. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They boot it away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Golden Eagles want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Saunders. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to beat them to the edge with the jet sweep. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the move. Got a little grass. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. And the Golden Eagles with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Fires on the move. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And he tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. First quarter in the books. Let's see what kind of numbers these two wide receivers are putting up. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. He'll try the left side. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the catch. It's Hill. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's McClure. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Southern Mississippi will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Golden Eagles in the hurry up. Looking downfield is Hampton. That's caught. It's Dalton. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The give on the counter. Hard running there. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take him. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Got the quick pass.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds.
Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Unloads it downfield, and they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. The Golden Eagles will try to get things moving on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target over the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking for a man, it's Hampton. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Golden Eagles, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go back to the ground. There's a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Got his man. Could not make his way to the corner. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Gave him a chance to run it into the end zone, and the defense would have none of it. They stop him short. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Lewis. On the move at the 30. He's loose. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Hampton. Pulls it in, it's Sanders. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Saunders. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. This time on target. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off play action on first down. Here's the pressure. Makes a catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And the officials will stop play as they check on the injured Golden Eagle. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. On the option. He'll toss it. Could be an alley. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Buckeyes off to the early 7-0 lead here in the first half in what's been a great defensive performance. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25. Now over to your game inside Yulman Stadium. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Finds his tight end. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. The Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Sets up the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Golden Eagles will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The run inside. It's McClure. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for space, it's Daniels. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. And into the end zone. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Absolutely center cut. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Tight end now in motion. Here's the handoff. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Hampton. Makes the catch. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Slings it downfield. It's complete. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Offense with jumbo personnel. Goes to the option. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And
makes the catch, and he's free. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. The Green Wave lines up mere inches away from converting on third down. Motion from the wideout. On the move. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Motion from the back. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. On the option, quarterback Keith. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Tulane opens play in the final period with a first down. They're going to run it to the right. Maybe some room here. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Touchdown, Green Wave! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He'll bring it out. It's Briggs. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Southern Mississippi will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Hampton. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll run play action. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Creates a little space.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there and a nice job up front.
Snags it, and he's open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The green wave, after doing work through the air, might just go back at it. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. Powers through the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The option look. And he's wrestled to the ground. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And the Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Hampton.
You got to get...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man down the middle. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Saunders. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations.
A shot toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You can tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running inside. It's Daniels. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Just feeds to running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on third and long. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.